Qualia Counselling Services is really excited to announce that we are beginning a Dialectical Behavioral Therapy, DBT program. My name is Thomas Brown, and I'm one of the co-owners of Qualia Counselling Services. And with me today is 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗔𝗟, who is our DBT Dialectical Behavioral Therapy consultant. Hi, 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗔𝗟.
Hi, Tom.
So we're going to be doing a series of little kind of videos that tell a little bit about DBT and about our program starting here at Qualia Counselling. And in each one, I'm going to ask you one question, or one-ish to two-ish questions. So the first question for you today, 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓𝗔𝗟, is what is dialectical behavioral therapy? How do we understand that?
Okay. So to keep it really short, dialectical behavior therapy is an opportunity to learn new skills for people in basically four really concise ways. We're going to talk about in DBT Skills Training group, core mindfulness, how to keep yourself present, not go off the rails. Then we're going to talk about emotional regulation, because there are going to be times you go off the rails, but you're going to at least have a little bit more understanding as to how to label your emotions and how they can serve you in a better way. Then we are also going to talk about distress tolerance, because there's going to be those days where everything just seems to be going wrong, but it doesn't mean that it's a total write-off, and you can learn to recuperate, you know, a lot of your sanity. Okay. And then finally, we're probably going to be able to tie it all together in recognizing how not just you are able to feel better about yourself in the way that you conduct yourself, but it's going to help with interpersonal effectiveness skills and basically your relationships with others.
Right, how we interact with other people.
Yeah,
that's great. All right, here's my 1.2 question, or my second part, but could you help me understand what the word dialectical even means? What, if that sounds so fancy, what does dialectical mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because when I started this back in 2009, I had no clue what it was either. So how it was explained to me, it was basically understanding the notion that there are two opposites of a same topic that can be existing in truth. Oh, okay. So for my wee little brain, I use this example to describe it. So take this clock.
Okay.
I've had this clock for years. Okay. This sucker's broken. No matter how many batteries I put into it, it ain't going to work.
Right.
So on one hand, we can understand and appreciate that this clock is broken.
Right.
And yet the dialectical point of view is, you know what? This clock can also be right 2 times a day.
Okay.
See what I did there?
So I do see. I'm going to kind of echo it back to make sure I understand. So if we look at that clock, dialectically, we can say it's both busted and kind of working at the same time. Is that right?
Absolutely. And that's how we want people to regard themselves when they're coming in. And people typically don't come in because everything's hunky-dory. They know that something's wrong, right?
Right.
So on one hand, it's one of the weirdest things we as therapists do is to say, you know what, we accept and validate and understand why you do, why you think, and why you feel the way you do. And as much as we have that acceptance, we also have this dialectical kind of perspective where we want to help you change so that you can have a better quality of life by learning these skills.
Great. Well, thanks so much for letting us learn a little bit about dialectical behavioral therapy and for giving us that great clock idea. I think I've got a couple of clocks like that are busted and working at the same time too. Thanks everybody for joining us today. If you want to find out more information about our DBT, Dialectical Behavioral Therapy program, please go to our website, www.qualiacounselling.com. Give our offices a call and we'd be happy to talk to you about that. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you again.